friends, welcome back to Beer and Beauty. It's Kasha. Yeah, I'll keep my glasses on. Why not? Today's libation of the day is a 2018 Malbec from, I don't know how to even say that, but it says, I think it says JOPI, aka Rodolfo Sadler, master winemaker and aspiring chef. Let's give it a taste, shall we? I'm using my kitty cat wine glass today that I got for a Crimbus for my nephew. Cheers to that. I love it. I love Malbecs, so it's like not even a contest. Like I'm not even gonna be over here like it's bad. No, it's gonna be good because I love Malbecs. So it's a classic Malbec. It's not as young and fruity as some of the other ones I've tried before. It's still got that, you know, the essence of a Malbec. It's got like a dry deepness, a rounded body, but also a little bit of like a fruity youth to it. So I like it. Cheers to that. But today's video is going to be another declutter video. We're doing lots of declutters because we're getting ready to move cross country, moving to Los Angeles. So trying to really downsize my collection. It's going to be my foundations. I'm decluttering my foundations today. And looking at what I've got in front of me, it seems like a lot. And you'll see what I mean when I drop you down to show you what's going on. But it's going to be a little bit different because with foundations, I am a makeup artist, so I only have like a few types of foundations here, but a bunch of different colors in each foundation. So I feel like there's like 50 foundations in front of me, but more like 10 when you break it down to each type because I'll have like 10 different shades in a range, or at least 3 different shades in a range. So without further ado, let's get into it. Let's declutter some foundations. Let's try to be cutthroat about it. I don't know if I will because I am a scaredy cat, but we shall try. Let's get into it. Okay, friends, so this is the foundation collection where it's at. I actually can't even get everything into frame right now. If you look at it this way, it looks a little scary, right? It looks like, whoa, that's a lot. But keep in mind, I am a makeup artist and there's actually just a few brands in here for which each brand I have like a bunch of different colors. So if you break down those, into categories, it's actually a lot smaller of a collection than it seems. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into decluttering. And with that being said, I think my biggest category is going to be the main foundation that I use in my kit. And that's going to be Makeup Forever. So I have several colors of the Makeup Forever HD foundation. And this one in R230 I do use a lot, so I'm going to keep that one. One is actually my color. It's almost all gone. This is Y245 or 120. That's my color and it's almost all gone, so I'm gonna hold on to that one, use that up. And I think I'm gonna declutter because I just never use it. I think it's maybe been used once. That one I might list on my Poshmark. I'm gonna declutter that one. That is the shade R240. It's really pink. Nobody's ever this pink. I was told in like a random kit video that I saw that this would come in handy, but it hasn't come in handy. None of my clients are ever this pink, so that one I will declutter. This shade in Y335 is actually getting low, and I think I actually have 2 of these because I thought this one was almost all gone, but it's actually, I've got about this much left in it, so here we go. This is the other 335 that I have. This one I've never opened because I thought I would be done with this one so much sooner, but I'm still not used it up. So this one's on my Poshmark already. It's never been opened. This is Y335. I'm gonna declutter that one. This one I'm gonna hold on to and use up. My deepest shade is 175 R5110. I'm gonna hold on to that one as my deepest shade. So this one's Y225. That one I use a lot, so I'm gonna hold on to that one. This one I don't use as much. It's Y205 because it's such a pale shade, but it's useful to have that to mix in to make the perfect pale shade for, my fair girls. Y365, that one comes in handy. Y415, that one's pretty handy. I don't use R370, but I am planning on taking more classes at some makeup school coming up, so I'm going to hold on to those for that. And last we have 345, and that one's pretty common too. So, oh, and one tiny little mini of Makeup Forever. This one's Y445, and this one's almost empty, so I'm going to empty that out. And there you go, it's already such a smaller collection. I think next biggest category is going to be the L'Oreal Infallible Mattes. These are another foundation that I keep inside my kit. And I actually went through these earlier today to see if any of these were like not opened before. And I did find out that 108 was not opened. So I actually listed that on my Poshmark. Like, if you open it up, and you'll still see that the seal is still on it. So I'm gonna declutter that one. And I'm also gonna declutter the other one that I've never opened, which is 101, the palest shade. And I listed those two on my Poshmark already. And the rest of these I'm gonna hold on to. I've been trying to use these on myself a little bit more lately, and this is actually a really good range. Like, more than 5 is not necessary. 5 shades is plenty. So I'm gonna hold on to those. The collection's getting smaller all the time. Something I think it would be easy for me to declutter is going to be these NYX foundation, pressed powder foundations. I got these for my kit, but I never really used them in a big way, so I am going to declutter these. Yeah, I never really used them, so I can't even tell you if they're good, but I'm going to declutter those. These two are kind of my favorites, so I'm definitely going to hold on to those. This one, the 31, I might end up decluttering next time if I don't get much use of them, but because it's too dark for me. But I do keep it in my kit. I have been keeping it in my kit lately, so I might use it on clients, but 20 is my favorite, so I'm gonna hold on to that one. I wanted to use this more often this year, but I just never got around to it. This is just a gift that I got from my boyfriend. I used it one time for a video. I think it was the boyfriend buys my makeup tag. And I didn't hate it. It was just a little dark on me, and I just never reached for it. So, gotta be realistic and pass that one on. All right, with these two, the L'Oreal True Match Lumi. A lot of people really love this drugstore foundation, but I don't know. I tend to only use it to lighten up this Luminous Silk Foundation from Giorgio Armani, and this one's really dark on me. So I can only use it when I'm like, you know, in the middle of July when I'm my deepest, but sometimes I'll mix in the lighter shade of the Lumi to get it to lighten up. Next time, I had this foundation for almost 3 years, so after the summer I think I might declutter it, but I'm going to hold on to it for now. And with the light one I'm going to hold on to for now, but the darker one I'm going to declutter. I don't need that one. So I can't let go of these guys because they're just way too expensive. And this one seems like it's almost empty. So I'm going to try to empty these out and hold on to these. I should really use this one because fair right now, and it would work for me right now, I think, because it's the lightest shade, but this one seems much lighter than this one, so I'm gonna get a little bit more use out of those. The Dior Air Flash foundations. Something that I haven't used that much this year, but I did use them a little bit more during the hot heat of summer, and I might use these more in LA because the weather's a little bit hotter out there. So this matte formula, the Makeup Forever Velvet Matte Plus foundation, I think that I might get a little bit more use out of in LA, so I'm gonna hold on to those, but gonna think about those a little bit more critically next time we do a declutter. I don't get a ton of use by the next time I do a declutter. I might have to think about these a little bit harder. This MAC Studio Fix Fluid, it's a little yellow on me, but it is supposed to be my shade. Like, I got matched at MAC, and this is the one that they gave me, and it works, but it's a little more yellow than I would like. But when I finish my Makeup Forever HD fluid, this might be the one that I go to, you know, fill that hole in my collection so I don't have to repurchase things. I want to like use up whatever I can, so I'm gonna try to use that up. These are my project pan. These are the Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation sticks, and doing pretty well on at least this deeper shade. I guess this is a little bit of a sneak peek into my project pan. This one, the lighter shade is still got a ways to go, but the deeper shade There's only a little bit left, so I feel like that can be panned pretty quickly, and it's a cream product, so I wouldn't want to like pass it on to somebody else. So I'm gonna try to pan those. I do really like those. They have a nice dewy finish. Speaking of stick foundations, these are some of my favorites too. You know, knock Jaclyn Hill all you want, but she, in one of her videos, I saw her mix these two foundations together, and when you mix them together, they really do look awesome. So I do love this, especially mixed with the Dior. And I feel like I could pan them. I haven't used them much, but I think especially once I use up my Makeup Forever, I'm gonna get a lot more use out of these. I've got the shades Vanilla and Warm Ivory. Both work, but Warm Ivory is a little bit closer, I think. One I think I can definitely let go. I got this in Sephora gratis a long time ago, and I just never reached for it. It's a shame, but I like it. Oh, well, I don't know. Do I like it? I just never reached for it. It never really matched me that well, so I'd like to give it a better home than I can give it, so I'm gonna declutter that one. These RCMA palettes I think would really come in handy at cinema makeup school. These are awesome. I actually used these really recently just because I haven't touched them in a while and just wanted to reacquaint myself with them a little bit. I'm almost done with this color down here. And they really are so natural looking. And they're just awesome for makeup artists since they've got all these great colors. You can really, they last so well and they look so good. So what can I say? I'm gonna hold on to those. They're getting a little bit old. I'd like to replace them before 2021, but I've got a whole year to do that. So I'm gonna hold on to these for now. Getting down to the wire. These two IT Cosmetics CC creams. I've got the shade Light and the shade Medium, like a mini of the Medium. This was Sephora gratis. This I got for myself. Really matches me really well, and plus I love that they have at 50 SPF. These are beautiful. They look really natural, but like also full coverage on my skin. And I think I can pan them. Like they're pretty low. Like I don't even try to use these up, but they're going down pretty quickly. So I'm gonna hold on to those and try to pan those. Something I can definitely let go is this Kat Von D Lock-It foundation. It's just so full coverage. It's just really not my style. Plus, I'm actively avoiding Kat Von D these days, so I'm gonna declutter that one. So we have the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Water Foundation. I tried to pan this low-key this year, but I think it's down to right about here, so I think I can still pan it, but I won't be repurchasing it once I pan it because it's got, I think, denatured alcohol in it, which can be really bad for the skin. It can help, you know, it can dry you out and age you. It's so hard to believe that this foundation has that because it does look so pretty. It is such a natural looking foundation. So I don't know. I'm gonna try to use it up. I think I can this year for sure, but once it's gone, it's gone. And I think I can really let go of this Makeup Forever Flash palette, this foundation palette. It served me really well. I'm more reliable to use these RCMA palettes rather than this Makeup Forever palette. It's just, I don't know, I just like the RCMA palette better, and this has only been scooped into, so I could pass this on to one of my makeup artist friends. I think they would really enjoy something like this, so I'm gonna pass that on. And the last thing we have here is my NYX foundation mixers. Okay, I was curious to see if they were even ever opened, and I think they have. I almost never reach for these. I have pretty deep shades in here that I'm more liable to use if I have a particularly deep client, and then I have some super light shades in a bunch of my foundations. Like this Makeup Forever number 20 is pretty damn light, but my 205, where is it? Or if I'm really have somebody really pale, I have my 205. So I rarely have anybody more pale than this color, so I'd never really need to lighten it up. This is interesting. I thought I was gonna keep both of these, and I think I will, just for a little while longer, because I plan on taking more classes at cinema makeup school. It might come in handy for that. So I'm gonna hold on to those for now. All right, friends, so this is the keep pile. I've kind of decided to lay it out in such a way that like I have more in the keep pile from Makeup Forever and the L'Oreal Infallible off to the side here, but I just wanted to have all the brands represented. And obviously if there's just a couple singles here, then that means those are just the only ones I have. So that's gonna be the keep pile. Still pretty big, but I do use all of these and do enjoy all of them. Well, actually, the only one I don't really use is these foundation mixers. They might go next time around, so we'll consult with them again next time around. And here we have the declutter pile. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 separate items. That's pretty good. And I definitely feel like I'm cutting off the products that I'm not using and hopefully finding new homes for them. So I feel pretty good about that. So I feel like it's all a success. So that is it, friends. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you found this video fun to watch. I think maybe the next declutter is going to be a little bit more cutthroat. I definitely feel like I let go of some things that I wasn't using, so that's important to do. That is the whole point of the Declutter series. So I feel like it's a success. And yeah, thanks so much for hanging out with me, guys. I hope you enjoyed hanging out with me, and I really enjoyed hanging out with you. And until next time, cheers. Oh, first, subscribe and hit the bell for more Declutter videos. A lot of them are happening, and soon there will be a moving to LA vlog, so tune in for that. Alright, thanks so much for hanging out with me, and until next time, cheers. Bye!